welcome to the Circle Pit. We got Crude and Rude on. How you guys doing?
Good, great, awesome. Thanks for having us. Thanks for having us.
So, who are the members of the band?
All right, well, we'll introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm Pat Lado. I'm the bass player. Who am I? I'm Tony. I do the vocals and I strum the guitar a little bit. My name's Bob Murray and I play the drums. I'm Rick and I strum the guitar a little bit when he's not strumming it.
So, how did you guys start?
We've all been in many bands over the 30 years in different areas, in the New York area. I was in a band in the 80s and released a self-produced album called Damien, not the Damien from Toledo, the Damien from New York, Westchester area. And then went on to did a couple other things, and then Tony can speak for himself of what he's done, and Rick's done a bunch of other things. And in a nutshell, what happened was, we all, well, at least for myself, I got the bug back into music. Came out of it because of the grunge thing. Took a little break from music because I didn't like the direction of it. Raised a family. I had my own business. Island bait and tackle in City Island. Anybody who fishes can come by and see me. They can get plug. That's it. I'll sell them all the worms and bait you need. And then everybody else, like I said, came to this situation. Tony, I'll pass it off to Tony. He can tell you about himself.
I go back to the 70s.
1870s.
Yeah, 1870s. I helped write the proclamation. Been on and off. Played with some bands. I played with the Verb, Andromeda. I was in the pronouns. That's so weird. That's right. I took a long hiatus to raise some children, and then hooked up with Pat, which was nice of you to raise my children. Yeah. And hooked up with Pat. We've been together for, 5, 6 years now, more, longer than that. Maybe almost 7, 8 years. We've been doing projects together, and here we are.
Rick,
Okay.
go ahead.
So for me, I own a studio and a music store and all that, and I got to know these guys.
The guitar hanger in Brookfield, Connecticut.
And I got to know these guys probably like 5, 6 years ago.
Yes.
And they had another guitar player and a different drummer. Tony wasn't involved yet either, and we did a CD together. And I kind of threw some ideas out because when I'm working with a band, if I hear a line or I hear something or a harmony or I hear something that needs to be in the song to make the song better, I'll throw a suggestion out. And they kind of liked what I came up with. And then I ended up doing some guitar work on that CD. And then Pat put together another band. And I think Tony was in that one. And again, I kind of, by the end of the CD, I was on it in a few places here and there. And then we did a thing with Neil Smith from the Alice Cooper group that I hooked these guys up with, and he played drums. And I ended up doing some guitar work on that. So finally, after 4 or 5 CDs, why don't I just be in your band? And that's how I got here.
That's awesome.
Rick was feeling guilty by showing up and killing all our guitar players. Yeah, all their guitar players hated me, but I can't help it. If I hear something that's going to make a song sound better, I throw the idea out there. And Pat was always like, wait, do it, just do it. And whoever the guitar player was, and that's how I ended up with these guys. And we're getting ready to go to the studio again and do some more.
Oh, when are you guys starting that?
Next month. Next month we're gonna probably do another 4-song EP, and in between, try and get some shows here and there. It's a little difficult. Unfortunately for most of the venues, it's just pay to play stuff, and it's just not good for bands anymore. They just really don't give a band, especially the original bands. I mean, cover bands and tribute bands. They can do okay financially, but when you're out there being an original band, they don't give you the time of day any longer, and it's a real shame. Coming from the 70s and the 80s when you had all these clubs, to play in Long Island, New Jersey, Connecticut, that welcomed you with open arms and wanted new music and wanted new acts. It's just gone by the wayside big time. So at this point, that's why we love to record. Not because it's just it stimulates our creative process for all of us because
it's fulfilling.
Yes, because you just can't get a good enough gig in the general area anymore, unless you're somebody like Saxon or Judas Priest. You know what I mean? You gotta have a name.
Yeah.
So guys who are still doing it and did their things over the years, it doesn't mean a whole lot to the club owners and promoters, and it's a shame because there's a lot of good talent, young and old, that people are not, being exposed to musically. They're being exposed to a certain style of music that's played on the radio, and that's it.
Yeah.
And as a hard rock, heavy metal music, it's a tough sell. I mean, we got offers from the Whiskey a Go in California. You got to go out there. You got to sell 40 tickets. You know what I mean? I said I want to play, and they give you a Sunday night and let you play 35 minutes.
Yeah.
How are you going to break through the market doing those things? It's a little disheartening to bands, and especially for the younger guys, the guys coming up. They have to go through all these Warped Tours and all these things, and they have to sell merchandise to make a living, and it's scary. It's scary that hard rock music or heavy metal has come to that point in this time. And for me,
all music is come to that.
Yeah, but
unless you're a Disney kid or rap, and when we record, we get to drink a lot. And we can't forget that after we did the Neil Smith record, these guys said, do you know any drummers? And I turned them on to Bob, who I've known for a few decades anyway. So here's Bob. Here's Bob.
Let's see. I'm Bob Murray, and I've been playing drums since the 70s, like he likes movie night. And Tony, and known Rick forever, and I got just to know Pat and Tony in the last few years. It seems to be a very, very good chemistry. We have a lot of fun. We like the stuff that we're doing. We think we play it pretty well. The folks that do hear it, they seem to dig it. It's just that we can't seem to get enough folks to hear it. Like Pat was saying, it's tough to get a crowd for the original stuff and keep drawing them back in. You can only go to your family so long. You really want to, have new folks come and hear you, but it's a real difficult sound.
Well, just that there's not a lot of venues that are friendly, original band friendly left anymore. So that's the real thing. So
Yeah.
the bottom line is we don't give a fuck and we do it anyway. That's true.
Yeah, because if you go with all the no's, you're never.
I mean, fortunately for us, financially we're all pretty stable, and the music thing is something that we love to do. That's why we continue to do it. It's not for a nominal thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why people should do it.
Keeping metal alive.
Oh my God!
Mostly in a soup kitchen.
Sure. What do you ask usually the folks that you're talking to? Are we getting to some of the heart of what you're looking for, or?
This is great so far. I love it. How many songs do you guys have written so far?
6.
5 CDs, 6 songs. Yeah. They're just long songs. They're all ballads, so it takes a while. No, what do we got? 7 or 8? 7 or 8.
That one that we sent you, "The Fall to Hell." This one will be 4. Because when you put the music up on most of these indie sites, they say that when you're a newer band, to try not to bore people, to try and keep it within 1 to 5 songs. So I don't know if that's the formula, but that's what they want us to do, and that's what we try and do when we're putting it up on these on these sites like CD Baby. And
Well, we must have recorded.
Yes. Prior to this band being formed, we were in a band called Blind Man. And we did a bunch of stuff with that.
And you've recorded them all, right?
All Ricks. I will not record anywhere else.
I got naked.
Even if he doesn't play guitar.
That's why so they keep going back there. Rick's the only guy who put up with it.
Thank God. No, we're having a lot of fun doing it. We're hoping, to be honest with you, at least from my side, is that I'm hoping that we can get to a venue, expose this to some folks, at least so they can hear the stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're playing anywhere that we can, but it's very few places, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And more guys like you that do take the time to give, not only veteran, bands, whatever they may be, guys breaking off in other bands, from other bands doing like, giving us an opportunity to have our music heard,
Yeah. No, you guys are amazing. Like, I love all the songs.
Thank you.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
Thank
That
you.
was all me, by the way. Everything that was good was
All the good stuff was Rick.
That's what I was talking about earlier when I heard things. All the good stuff that made it like.
No, let's ask you a few questions.
Yeah.
The folks that you're interviewing, talking to, bands, individuals, what are you finding that would be helpful to us to try to be more successful?
Sugar and Bob.
There you go.
Well,
There's always one guy.
well, how far are you guys looking to travel?
About 25 miles in any direction.
Straight up. The Chance. You know the Chance?
Yeah.
Cool place to play and everything. And we're trying to get into a place like that. Richfield Playhouse, Toads, Palace in Waterbury. And it's just tough wiggling yourself in.
Yeah.
It's tough because when you're starting out, you have no following to sell the tickets.
When you're playing with other bands, the ego thing, you know what I mean? It's like, put the shit aside, man. It's just, it's all about the music and, about anything else but that. Who cares who's doing it longer or who has more people, who sold more? It doesn't matter, you know what I mean? And that's and also the issue sometimes when you get involved with these clubs and venues, how you're being paired up,
One thing I just want to bring up is this place we play at, Fast Eddie's up in the middle. We've been very fortunate. The guy, Eddie, is
Eddie Love.
Yeah, he's a terrific guy. He's fast. And he's fast. He's been on our side the whole time. Yeah, and carte blanche to go play with SSSB and everything.
All right, so let's talk about your show with Deadweight Burden and Soul Source Side Project. That's on April 28th.
Yes.
What are you guys looking forward to the most for that show?
We're going to go for dinner.
What do you call it? We're hoping that maybe they'll have more folks at this place.
Hopefully make $1,000.
I know that we're going to have a lot of fun, and we always play like it's our last time. It would be nice if some folks were around. It's near the college, so maybe some of those folks will be down.
Yeah.
Actually, we're looking forward to seeing the guys at Soul Source Side Project again. Yeah, they're a good bunch of guys who like hanging out with them. We have a lot of fun.
How many shows have you guys done with them?
Third or fourth.
How was your show last Saturday night?
Can't remember.
It was Pat's birthday. Yeah, it was Pat's birthday.
I know we had a bagpipe.
We had a bagpiper that night.
Oh, yeah, if you were there, you would have had a blast. Yeah, we had a bagpipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, who'd you guys play with?
We played with SSSP, yeah.
Okay, cool, yeah.
And a bagpiper.
I had a bagpiper.
He did Danny Boy.
And the bagpiper had most of the crowd.
He left the crowd.
There's actually a bunch of people there.
Yeah. He was.
So what's your favorite song to play live?
Oh, okay, go ahead. Yours.
We all have a different favorite.
Me, I like Fall to Hell.
Mm-hmm.
The title track from the record.
Balls and smell. Balls that smell.
Oh, yeah, we changed it. That's right. Hold on. That's it. We did revise the title, right?
At least one night it was different.
We'll have to send you a video clip of that one, okay?
Okay.
It's a funny story. We're doing the song and Rick just takes a look over at me and he's got this smirk on his face. And I knew exactly where he was going. And so we all, as a chorus, we had to sing it Fall to Hell. Everybody was singing Fall to Hell. It was St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, it was.
In all fairness. It surely was.
Especially to all the guys who are wearing kilts, okay?
There was a film guy.
What was scary is that Rick's wife was really able to relate to that. And then, why do you think I came up with it?
Oh, I got it.
My favorite song?
Yeah.
Paralyzed.
Really?
Why?
Lies.
What was that?
Other Side of Never.
Mm.
It's my current favorite one. But I like Soul Ripper too a lot.
Yeah, you did that one.
Yeah.
How come?
Well, Soul Ripper I like because it's good.
You can tell we're new at that.
I just like the whole attitude of the song. It's just badass. And the Other Side of Never I like because it's got great harmonies that I get to sing with Tony, and we have a good blend. Our voices work well together, I think. And agree. And it's I just like that song because I'm a sucker for a good melody, and I like it's kind of like a Romeo and Juliet sort of tragedy. And it's just cool. It's a really good song. It's beautiful yet heavy. It's like Donnie and Marie meets Megadeth.
Oh man!
What is your favorite song from the Fall to Hell CD?
Yeah,
how about that one? Now we're gonna put you on.
Sure. How many did I give you? Did I give you 3?
Yeah, you sent me 3. I think my favorite was Liar.
Lies.
Lies, yeah. I like Lies and Animal Man.
He said that because you said that.
He likes Animal Man.
Oh, Animal Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about him.
No, yeah, I just shared Animal Man on my Facebook page a little while ago.
Oh, wow.
There'll be a little extra in your paycheck this week.
That's it. Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect. Pay off.
It's just what I need.
Well, if you have any shoes that need fixing,
Remember now, Tony Geppetto.
So, how many shows do you guys have lined up for right now?
Just 2 at the moment because we're going back into the studio, and it kind of delayed us for about 3 or 4 months, and by the time we go through the process, of recording, so if something comes along that's a good opportunity, of course we're going to take it.
Yeah.
But as of right now, after these 2, like I said, it's back to the studio to do our thing, and you will be the first to get it when it's done. Okay, do what you got to do with it, and then we'll go from there.
All right. Well, thanks guys for doing this.
No,
Yeah,
thanks,
thanks,
man. We'll see you sometime in May, I guess.